is the Seabirth, which is a Marine Corps federal force that is an incident response force, and these are very technically trained people who are trained in the decontamination aspect of, which is what is going on right now. Forces that are expert in medical care, medical evacuation, decontamination. We have a lot more equipment to pull from. So the point is to bring in as much resources as possible to save lives, to prevent further suffering, and if at all possible, reduce any possible property damage or to minimize the property damage that is occurring.
First time we've had the opportunity to work hand in hand with a full Sea Smurf element and all of its 4,000 plus members. What it allows us to do as a small unit element is to integrate Army, Air Force, and even some naval medical personnel into our operations and get a broader perspective as to how we fit into the situation. It gives us the opportunity to iron out any logistical issues and resupply, medical, administrative, any basic planning considerations that we may or may not have missed. It gives us an opportunity to validate them and ensure that our plan is solid. So in the event of a real-world scenario, we can execute our mission without any flaws or any issues. We do actual trauma surgeons if needed. We have the full capabilities as well as some of the trauma surgeons from the Naval Medical Corps that are attached to the unit.
Are they here?
They sure are. They're in the tent right now. There's one. We have a decontamination unit, which you see these big yellow tents. They can decontaminate ambulatory or walking wounded individuals that can self-transport.
What is that? What do you do? How do you decontaminate radiation?
Decontamination for radiation is more of a particulate. Think of it as a dust or like a talcum powder. Very fine and soups in. Very attractive to moist areas of the body where it can stick to it. So in order to decontaminate them, you have to remove all the clothing. And again, it's a life-saving measure, not a modesty issue. But remove all the clothing, decontaminate with some type of soap. We use most commercial soaps and bleaching and other decontaminant agents specific to the threat that we can douse the individual in the cleaning process as they process through the tent. When they come out the back end, you'll see them being scanned. That allows them to detect any possible recurring radiation or recurring contaminant. If we miss something, we'll go back through and get cleaned again.
Oh, okay.
Once they're cleared and have no contamination, they'll be passed off to medical state.
Left lower leg, right lower leg.
Legos down?
Unequal people, so probably had the head injury. First thing come down here, we're going to intubate them. Alright, so.
C-collar.
Anything else?
This is the patient I did. You saw me scan his car out there?
Yeah.
Okay, this is his card that I selected.
Basically, and this tag also goes
This is
with
immediate though, is what category he's in. I can choose if they're immediate, delayed, minor, or deceased. And then hit next. and these are the injuries. My IDC or my chief here was calling up the different injuries, so I was just checking on one in here, different stuff that you need, like pelvic injury if I wanted to do that. I just type that in. Then you over here, you got a picture. I drew a box on it because he has an unstable pelvis there.
Okay.
So I can put X's here. I can put X's on where some of the wounds are.
And then when they come in, you kind of know how to what order to treat
Well, and
them.
that way, you know, the next watch or the next foreman or the
Can
next
just-
doctor can continue to.
Yeah, once they scan the part, all this information will be saved on there, and they can pull this patient off. Like.
Need some help. Somebody get some water. I need some help here. I'm bleeding.
Yeah, that looks gross.
Serious, man. You guys got some help for us? I really need some help. I'm bleeding. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, look kind of gross in here.
Oh,
This is the women.
hey, you got bleeding. We're bringing some help.
You've got big
Help.
shoulders.
Come on, somebody. Water.
I think that, I don't know, I'm gonna just taking pictures.
Going on out there?